I was just sent this article and we need to go through it. I grew up with a famous parent. I will need therapy for the rest of my life. This is an article from Metro out of the UK. And as the daughter of a household name, TV presenter Charlotte grew up in the limelight with her mother giving the press almost unfettered access to all aspects of her life. Let's just go through a few points. Charlotte believes her mother's candid attitude in sharing their family's most private moments had had a lasting negative impact. Here she tells her side of the story and heeds a warning to other parenting influencers about how their actions could have a lifelong effect on their children. Within hours of being born, I had cameras thrust into my face, featuring in glossy magazines and regularly being wheeled out to photo shoots. It seemed everything was up for public consumption. Our school reports, arguments we had at home, even the time we got stomach bugs was free for everyone to read about. She talks about the more damaging side effects to her mother's job. Because she spoke so openly about any issues she was having, it resulted in people treating us warily, uncertain whether things they said would end up being broadcast. Mum's fame also greatly infringed on my personal life. As she was so candid, details about us were relatively easy to find. Gross sexual objects were posted to our house, and sometimes weird men would loiter around school. We had to get the police involved. You can pause to read here about some of the pressures that were put on her. And then she goes on to share, my relationship with my mom now is difficult and can sometimes be really painful. And she leaves with this. For other parenting influencers out there, I want them to know that having my life broadcast like this has caused so much pain. If I had been more protected, I would have been a lot more successful. I'd probably be happier. Parents need to consider what they're taking away from their children in the long term if they overshare as a parent, or sharent as it's been dubbed. And you can pause to read the last little bit here. But the last line says, sometimes I just wish I'd had the choice. I put the article in my link tree, and I stand by the fact that children have a right to privacy, informed consent, and digital safety. The way in which parents are using their kids as content and oversharing them on public social media has gone too far. Kids are not content. Stop following these people.